Well, here I am at the Salton Sea. As you can see, there's the sea behind me. So I can't walk out to the edge because from what I understand, there's mud, and you can see you can break through and go up to your knee and mess up your shoe and everything. So I'm not going to bother doing that at this point. But I'm here. This is the Salton Sea. I'm staying at Ray and Carol's motel by the sea, and I'm going to be doing some paramotor flying tomorrow morning on my transition phase. I'm already got my P2 paragliding rating, and so now I'm going to transition over to paramotors, and it's going to be my first attempt at doing it and first day of doing it. And so you can see back there, that's where the airport is, where you see the RVs over there. And I'm just staying a little bit over to the left. And you can actually see the windsock over there on that direction. So I'm going to give it a shot and see what's going to happen, and we'll pick it up from there. So right now we're going to go do a hang check. We're going to drive over to the fire burn center over there and do a hang check to get my weight and everything correct. So I'm in the back. You can see the motors here off to my side. That's what I'll be flying tomorrow, so looking forward to it. Here I am with the motor on my back the very first time with the top 80. Now with these next few clips, I'm trying to kite the wing over to do a reverse launch, but I'm having a little trouble with my left hand because it's the first time I'm trying to hold a throttle and my brake at the same time. So what happens is when I bring it up, I accidentally let go of the left brake, and then the wing loses center and falls. And down the wing goes again. It's a much different sensation when you have the motor on your back after you've gotten your free flight or your P2 paragliding license. It's a whole different animal that you have to kind of get used to. So now that I'm getting the kite in the right position, I'm being a little timid on the throttle, and it's letting the wing get away from me, and I can't get going. The whole idea is once you get turned over, you got to give it the throttle and go, otherwise you're going to screw things up.
Don't give up. You got this.
So as you can see, my first takeoff is a little sketchy. I'm weaving around like I've had a few much to drink, but I have not been drinking at all.
All right, good job. Careful on the brakes. Real nice.
So now that I'm in the air, I do a little flying around with one of the guys that was also training, just to get comfortable with flying. I am a pilot. I have a single engine land, private pilot license, actually an instrument as well, and I'm also a commercial helicopter pilot, so I'm used to being in the air, but I decided to have a little fun before I continue on with my training on my first flight. So now I'm practicing my approaches to a landing, make sure I've got everything lined up, and do a couple of flybys before I actually come in for a landing. Okay, I didn't get my first landing on film, so we'll just move on to the second flight, which I'm pretty proud of. I did pretty good on this one, I think. Except I did jump into the seat a little too quick. I should have stayed out of the seat, legs down until I got about 50 feet off the ground. Now I wanted to share the view with you once you're up at altitude of the Salton Sea and the beach area. So I'm practicing my turns and working my way back and forth near the landing zone. Then back out to the beach for another couple of passes. So now I'm getting set up for my landing run. I'm basically doing a modified approach with a long base to a final. So the goal is to come in at the right altitude so that when you turn final, which is the last leg before you land, you're not turning and weaving and going back and forth. You've got a nice stabilized approach. You're doing full hands up, no power, so you can get maximum glide speed from your glider that you can then use to flare and stop when you land. Had to do a little adjustment there to keep on the runway.
All right, that was Stan. Real nice job, Stan. Very nice.
And my instructor is Mike Masterson, West Coast Paragliding. Great instructor. Had a good time with him.
Okay, good. Hands up. And then power on the
Not too shabby for my third flight. And then coming in for a quick landing.
Practice approach. Okay, looking good, Stan. You are cleared for the option. If you want to do a full stop landing, you can, or a touch and go, you can, or just a go around. If this can be a practice go around, you're welcome to be practice.
See, I did a little too much leaning back, and a deep flare almost fell on my
very
butt.
nice.
That's it for now. See you guys later.